Flynn,
The end. What's that sound? Who's speaking? It's...
Murder.
You killed the precious.
You threw the ring into Mount Doom.
Okay,
Oh my
for it,
god,
Jenna.
Flynn! Jenna's voice comes out muffled as I stagger back, grabbing my jaw. Ow! It feels like my brain is scraping the top of my skull. I just want to lay down and sleep. My knees go weak and I can feel myself teetering backwards as if in slow motion. For some reason, it's like I'm expecting nice, cool water to greet my backside. That tipping sensation sticks with me, and I realize I'm not actually falling.
Flynn! 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 Flynn!
Leo's shouts keep repeating, and each time it's quieter and more distorted than before. You hold your paw up in front of your face, and you actually do it. You move. I didn't do that. The kids in front of you are just red blurs. I just want to lay down. Don't. There's a black and orange figure in front of you. Don't let the lizard hurt him again. You hear shouting, but not from inside. Outside? The blurred group isn't looking at you anymore. Get out. I don't care. I don't care anymore, you faggots. A cracking voice comes from outside. If I had to guess, it sounded like it's coming from down the block. Everyone but Flynn is peering out a small window near the door. The Gila, however, is staring at me. His eyes look like they're shaking in their sockets. Oh Lord, my Lord, good Lord, oh how you test me so. I fall upon my knees and ask you where to go.
What's going on? Who's singing church?
I know, right? These like the Echo Baptists.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Come to my mansion, smoke some weed, hallelujah!
Oh shit, we got to get the hell out of here before they start trying to convert us to Jesus Christ or something.
This turns into like Echo a Bridge.
Carl tries to peer past the bulk of Leo to see where the commotion's coming from. Is going from? My head is still reeling from Flynn's punch. He's never hit me before. Well, never seriously. And with his fist. I wasn't ever taught that. I wasn't ever taught the sort that got into physical fights growing up. Usually he'd just stomp off and sulk if something truly upset him. But now, he doesn't look like he's budging.
It's Clint. Oh,
It's
no.
Clint.
Who is he yelling at? God?
Leo looks over his shoulder, peering at me.
You okay, Alter?
I feel the heavens calling in every canyon's edge. Just past the overlook window. Or at the bottom of the water, all tied up with a catch. I feel myself backing up. It's like how I felt on the roller coaster, strapped in on the chain lift. What's happening to me?
Chase? Chase?
Flynn begins to follow.
Flynn, you stay here or I will beat your ass double hard, yeah?
Leo, for God's sake! All of you, stop!
Where are you going?
I make a sound. I think I say home, but it comes out rather garbled.
You can't keep running away from this shit.
TJ squints, his nose pressed against the window pane.
He's holding something.
Yeah. I keep stepping back,
a dildo.
my legs feeling like they're vibrating. My movements are abrupt and jerky. I manage to get out into the hallway and approach a door covered with caution tape. The placard denotes it as the reading room. I grasp the handle and I have to give it a hard shove before it budges. The door is heavy. I'm nearly overwhelmed by the musty smell from the inside. The corner of the room is completely stained from rain damage, and the roof is boarded up. There was an exit here, but it's gone now. Why do I know that? I stare at the little section of the wall where the old wooden door used to be. A small picture of a group of quail crossing a dried wash is in its place. As I move to leave, I notice the door won't open. Its heart stuck in place. Locked. A sharp crack rings out from somewhere outside, followed by the quick scurrying of feet upon the carpeted floor of the lobby. A gunshot. I try the door again more fervently, hoping that I'm just pulling a Carl here and pulling when I should be pushing. Still, nothing. Fuck. More shots ring out, this time accompanied by a dull thud and the sound of stucco being shattered. Those ones hit the building. It seems that Clint can actually hit the broadside of a building. I get down on the floor.
He can hit the broadside of a barn. He doesn't even need to be inside of it.
I know.
Good job, Clint.
I mean, Clint is the only person who would go into a room, who'd go into a building with no windows and no doors, shoot his gun and somehow miss.
He'd pull an Elmer Fudd, but with a pistol. Right up against the wall. Yeah, right up against the wall.
I get down on the floor. I get down on the floor. Shit! I get down on the floor. I get down. I get down. My heart pounding.
Chase goes to the door, gets on the floor, and then he does the dinosaur.
It still feels like I'm moving in slow motion, even with the adrenaline pumping through my veins. What the hell is wrong with me? I hear the front door open, followed by more scurrying upon the carpet. Why the hell are they running outside? I hear an engine start, then the splaying of gravel as what sounds like Leah's van drives off. They left me? Even Leo? I guess Leo is not willing to get shot. I crawl on the floor.
Not for a murderer like Chase.
For a murderer. I crawl on the floor, making my way towards the corner of the room. I pinch myself, trying to snap out of this strange malaise. I can hear the occasional shout from out on the street, but it's all gibberish now.
Jesus! Hallelujah! Buy my CD! Echo hymns!
Leaning back against the wall, I rub my throbbing temples. Tweakers. Couldn't have shown up at a better time. I try to listen to see if the shouting is getting closer, but it's difficult to tell. If that really is Clint, this is really out of character for him. He never really was the singing type. Screaming about faggots, yes, but singing? No.
I love that, screaming about faggots. This is Pastor Clint. He screams profanities about faggots and sings hymns in the middle of the road.
He'd fit right in with the Baptist church.
Brian with the Baptist church. You get baptized in blood of faggots.
Sort of went to, at the end of that, he sort of went into like the police officer from Family Guy.
Yeah, Patrick Warburton.
Looking around, it seems like most of the old books and such have been taken off the shelves and put in assorted boxes to prevent water damage. Having lived here my whole life, I've never actually been inside here. That feels like quite a feat, noting I've covered damn near every other square inch of the town. There's a few binders and booklets near my side with titles like Colville's Stormwater Drainage Plan 1999 and Drought Resistant Plant Guide. Next to them, there's what looks to be some kind of unopened canister of fumigation stuff. I reach down and grab it when I notice the fur on my arm. It's wriggling. A couple brown strands of fur seem to bounce back and forth, and I become cognizant that my arm has been tingling for a while now. Glancing past my fingertips, I see this beige mass near the end of my foot, and that's when I see the legs. A blonde tarantula about an inch away from the tip of my toes. My throat closes in on itself before I can actually scream.
I get lockjaw.
I blink, writhing back. Next thing I know, it's on my chest. It moves faster than I can even see. Its pittering legs feel like they're all over me. I grab the edges of my shirt trying to fling it off, but it's already on my neck. I slap at it, feeling the squish and hearing a very light clicking squeak. The edge of my neck begins to burn, and I pull back my paw to inspect my palm. There is no tarantula. There is only Zool. Instead, I see the 8 razor-thin legs and black abdomen. On the abdomen, there's splotchy pigmentation of red, the number 8. My pulse quickens when I realize it's an hourglass. Black Widow? Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I look down at my arm again and realize just my fur moving. There are little black and red specks everywhere. No! I tear up my own shirt, jumping to my knees and trying to bat at the seemingly infinite number of spindly fanged arachnids. Each time I bat my arms, more of their guts cover my paw pads and fur until it feels like my paws are wet. It's not just my arms anymore. They're inside my shirt, my shorts, my face. I tried plugging my nose, keeping my muzzle shut, as I roll on the floor, not daring to open my mouth to scream. I fling my shirt off, then pull off my shorts. I see the webbing of the nest I had sat upon. I see the webbing of the nest I had set upon the fabric of my shorts. Oodles of the baby and not-so-baby spiders crawling out. Naked, I managed to scramble to my feet and run to the other side of the room. I tear down my own fur, pulling out spider-filled clumps in the process with such ferocity that the skin beneath bleeds. I pull and pull, my vision blurred from my own fear-induced weeping. The needle-shot sensation of when they bite is the worst part. It doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would, but I can feel it every time, over and over again. I pull a large one off my face and throw it to the ground, a scruff of fur and some of my goatee going with it. Dancing up and down, I try to shake the remaining ones off, but they cling incessantly. Trying to pull each one off is impossible. They're too fast. Sometimes I only manage to grab a few legs or the thick abdomen. The rest of them remain embedded in my skin. Spider blood isn't red or green like it is in video games or movies. It's this faint blue kind of color, and it feels like it's all over me. I take rapid, short breaths, each one more strained than the last. My whole body shakes. Then I have a heart attack. The end. I can't tell whether they're symptoms of panic or the venom itself. I try the door again, pulling and pushing as hard as I can before throwing myself at it. Nothing happens. I kick at it like they do in the movies. Nothing happens. I'm stuck, trapped, and I can see the spiders everywhere. Even after getting most of them off, they're all over the floor, the walls, the ceiling, and my clothes. I retreat to the dampest, water-stained corner of the room. The staining is so bad it looks like it's been burned black. Spiders don't like moist areas. I remember reading about that at least. I continue to pick at my fur, even after I think they're all gone. I can still feel them. I can also feel my muscles around my neck and shoulders begin to cramp. My stomach feels like it's being twisted inside out. It isn't long before I get the sensation of hot bile rising up in my throat. The rough edges of the morning's rice treats scrape at my insides. I reel forward as it all comes spewing out of my mouth. I can't breathe. It burns so much. I try to call out for help, but every time I open my mouth, it's just more vomit. There's another black widow climbing up my leg, but I can't focus enough to swat at it. Each breath I take is blubbering. The acid is going straight into my lungs. I just need someone to help me. I clench my eyes shut tight. When I open them, everything's different. The modern bookshelves and electric equipment are replaced with all this old-timey crap I can't make out. But I see it. Past a big wooden chair. A door. How the hell? The puking is slowed to a trickle from the edges of my mouth, but my insides still burn. I manage to push myself off the wall, stepping upon the creaky floorboards that weren't there a minute ago. I stumble past an old wagon wheel and piles of what appear to be Bibles. Eventually I reach it. The light. The door is already open ajar, so I just push, and it doesn't budge. No. Why? Why won't it open? I sink down to the floor, half collapsing as my knees start to give out. Help. I finally managed to croak out. Good Lord! I managed to turn my head in the direction of the voice. A blurry figure now stands in the room, his voice one of shock. Professor Tippets? I can't tell if he's actually looking at me or past me. Cliff. And then, just like that, he's gone. The room, though, the room is still here. It's all red like before. I feel compelled to stand up again, but my legs won't budge. I just can't. Everything hurts. I shift my eyes down. The black widow that was crawling up me earlier is now a blonde tarantula. Why? Why is this happening? Someone... Can't think straight. I just want to go home. Leo! Mom! Help! I miss home. God, I wish I was home. I hate this. Why won't anyone help? Why'd they all just leave me? Why can't I get out? Useless. No! Don't tell me that. Just die already. I'm not gonna die. I'm not. A cramping in my muscles is the most intense I've ever felt. It's like the flesh itself is being peeled back from the bone, each nerve ending plucked like whiskers. The tarantula is on my face now, on the tip of my nose. I can see all of its eyes, and in those eyes I see the reflection of my own. The dusty blonde hair begins to shift, dissolving into darkness contrasted with neon orange markings, and then it becomes nothing. I close my eyes and wait. Title screen. We find him. Dead. I sling the bow.
It comes out as the Stanley Parable narrator. This is Stanley. He's dead.
Dead. Chase slings the bow over his shoulder. I sling the bow over my shoulder and set my quiver down on the little yellow plastic table next to me. It's got a little cubby holder in the center meant for storing crayons and shit, but I haven't used it for that in a long time. I approach the target and tear off the photograph I printed out at the school's library. I remember the librarian giving me quite the look about it, but not that I was going to explain to her what it was for. Right between his turban, though. Not bad for 150 feet. I smile, holding it up, seeing the sunlight shine through the hole. It's at this moment I start to feel a bit silly. Who the fuck am I kidding? Nobody's gonna kill this guy with a bow. You're gonna blast him into 100 pieces with a weaponized UAV, or send a SWAT team in to kill him. Also, or like a special forces team in the middle of the night and 2 Blackhawks. Also, they don't lit faggots in the military. Still, Uncle will dig this. He can hang it up in the garage next to the 100 and 125 feet ones. He's been trying to get me to practice more with the 22, but I like the bow better. It's quiet, so I don't gotta worry about the county sheriff getting called again. And, not that I'd ever admit it, but I fucking hate the noise. I think I got sensitive ears or something. Carl was telling me to just use a silencer. Like that's how it fucking works. Dude's gonna grow up on dumb movies and video games and have no clue how the real world works. This place, at least, is pretty far away from any houses beside my own. I think I've only ever seen one other non-friend family person out here, and that was Heather's mom, stoned off her ass. None of the group are really into this stuff, so it's pretty alright. It's pretty aight when I'm wanting to be alone. I fold up the picture, stuffing it into the side pocket of my cargo pants. I walk back to the firing line, taking hold of my quiver once again. I draw back my bow, readying another arrow. I'm about to fire, though this nearby rumbling sound starts coming from the road about a mile north. It sounds like someone's going off-roading. I squint past the glare of the afternoon sun and spot the pale blue of a truck heading my direction. Through the windshield, I spot a familiar, small, tufted face.
What the hell?
I drop my gear, watching the vehicle accelerate and decelerate haphazardly.
Shitbird, what are you doing?
The truck pulls up and comes to an abrupt halt. I step up next to the driver's side window, about to chastise the furry bastard, but the look on his face stops me. I don't see any sort of jest or self-satisfied mischief as the kid steps out. Just shaken, wide-eyed blankness.
Whoa, what the hell's going on, dude?
Flynn, can you come with me? He's acting weird as hell.
Why?
Please? I sigh.
Yeah, scoot over. No way I'm letting someone even younger drive me around. Just a sec. Gonna grab my gear so nobody steals it.
Sydney just nods. I turn, walking to grab my cooler, bow, and quiver. I'm guessing his folks are being funky again, or being fucky again. Still, he's gonna get his hide tanned for jacking their truck. I throw my equipment in the truck bed before opening the driver's side door. Sydney's already sitting on the passenger side. I notice his eyes, the way they look all bleary and pink around the edges. He's been crying, god damn.
Wanna tell me what's up?
Sydney says nothing.
You ain't been killing hookers again, have you? I know the bitches step out of line sometime, and you gotta keep your pimp hand strong. But there are limits, little guy.
I smirk at him. He just looks down between his knees, cupping his face in his paws. Ugh. Not helping, am I? I clear my throat.
Well, shit. Please tell me Well, shit. Please tell me where we're going.
Sydney rubs his face with his webbed paws. Finally, he lifts his head and speaks. We step around the damp sticks and bramble before eventually reaching the clearing. Sydney seems to get more nervous every step we take, muttering something about being tough every now and then. I decided a while ago I wasn't going to try and pry, but I feel myself getting increasingly nervous. What the hell are we doing all the way out here? Eventually he comes to a stop, then points past some bushes. I can see what looks like rusted metal past the green. I raise a brow at him before stepping through. I see him and my gut sinks. Part of me wondered what could have possibly made Sydney act like this, and the thought crossed my mind, but I didn't want to believe it. He's laying down in an awkward pose, legs bent up and tucked beneath the front bumper of the abandoned van. At first I think his mouth is open. Then I realize half his jaw is missing, a clear hole visible all the way through his neck. I can see where the spine connects to the brain and everything. The blood is so dark, it's like motor oil.
Yeah.
The words catch in my throat. I'm gonna be sick. I hear crying from beside me, and I know he's there. I know he's seeing this too.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Wow? Really?
What did you...
I didn't kill him. Sydney steps up to me, a surge of emotion upon his previously blank face. I didn't, I swear. I spot the rifle next to the corpse. It's a .22 long barrel. A really awkward weapon to try and kill yourself with due to its length. I turn, the sight of it all making me feel like I'm about to lose my breakfast.
Are you sure? I wouldn't blame you if you did.
I didn't! His shrill yell catches me off guard, and I nearly lose my nerve.
Okay. He took you out here, shot himself?
We were arguing, and he saw the van and started acting weird. Zoinks.
Zoink Scoob.
His voice is much higher.
This is kind of deep.
His voice is much higher pitched than it usually is. Sydney always puts on this fake gravelly sort of cadence to sound tough. He doesn't have any of that now. It just sounds like any other scared little kid. He left me, then came back an hour later with his gun. He said he wanted me to watch him do it. He looks like he's about to hyperventilate. He covers his face with his forearms, whimpering aloud. My head hurts. I take him by the shoulder and turn him away from the scene.
Let's take you back to the truck. Eh?
Not that one.
No, not that one. That's a van. I believe you.
Sydney's dad was a weird motherfucker. Real grinny like TJ's folks, but even more completely fucking fake. We all used to go to the same church down at Prior Valley, so he treated me like I was one of them. As of late, though, he's been acting really strangely towards me. I always wondered if my parents told him something. Fucking doesn't matter now, does it?
Let's sit you back down in the truck, okay? It's warm in there.
Sydney just nods. We reach the truck and I start noticing little things about it that make my heart sink. The pack of Sydney's dad's chewing gum on the dashboard. His fish bait pro game bumper sticker. The Alpine wind air freshener that dangles from the rear view mirror. All this shit for a person who's just gone. I put the keys in the ignition and then turn on the heater and the radio. All that the antenna picks up out here is some sort of twangy country stuff. I step around to the truck bed and unzip the plastic cooler I've got. I ate all the jerky from earlier. All that's left is a couple of lemon lime sodas. I take one out and hand it to Sydney.
Here, drink this.
His parents never let him have soda. I sort of expect him to just hold it and keep staring ahead blankly, but he actually pops the top, starts glugging it down.
There's more in the back if you get thirsty.
They're gonna think I did it, aren't they?
Who will?
Everyone. Hi, Dozeless, yeah. Truck of trinkets and knickknacks. They think I'm a monster. I open my mouth to dismiss that, but the more I think about it, the more suspicious it all looks. Not that I doubt Sydney for a fucking second. He wouldn't lie to me about something serious like this. But the cops?
Dude, Sydney.
The
angle of the gunshot.
He looks up at me, his big eyes welling up.
It looks bad. Like he couldn't have.
I didn't want him to do it. I tried and I tried and I tried. I tried to talk. I talked to him for hours. Kept trying to pull it away. He wouldn't listen to me. He just kept talking. I resist the urge to muffle him as he begins to scream, looking around nervously. I don't think many people come to this part of the state land. Instead, I place a hand on his back, rubbing gingerly.
It's okay. It's okay.
I thought if I yanked hard enough. Snot dribbles from his nose, which he wipes quickly on his jacket. He just shakes his head. It fired.
Fuck.
I feel my gut twisting at the prospect of what I'm about to do. It's like my insides have gone cold, as if the thermal padding in my clothing was gone.
I'll take care of it.
What do you mean?
I'll, bury him. If anyone asks, you can say you were hunting down the pass a couple miles from here, and he stormed off.
Will anyone believe that?
More so than what really happened.
My tone comes out more curt than I intended, and Sydney begins to bawl again. I kinda want to cry too. I squeeze Sydney's shoulder before letting go. As I turn and head back to the van, it's like this physical sense of dread is hugging me the closer I get. What fucking else can I do here? Turn Sydney into the cops? They wouldn't understand, even his mom wouldn't. She'd probably blame me as a bad influence that caused this to happen. As I near the abandoned van, I try not to look at the body. Just gotta find a good spot to start digging. There's two pinon trees at the bottom of a nearby hill that are surrounded by the thick undergrowth. That'll have to do. Just wish I had a shovel. Regardless, I begin to dig. And dig and dig and dig. I pull mounds upon mounds of soil out with my bare hands. Worms, spiders, and other sorts of creepy crawlies that'd probably make Chase freak out are everywhere. My hands sort of start to feel raw, and I notice smears of blood on some of the soil I'm holding after a while. I can't stop now. This is already too suspicious. Hours pass. My aunt and uncle are probably wondering where I am. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them. The truth? No. I'll just sneak in, act like I'm taking a shower, and change my clothes, then wash them when I get the chance. I think I finally get deep enough, though my arms are numb as hell. I glance up the hill and see the very edge of Sydney's dad's foot. Just need to get it over with. Quick tug and haul, and we'll be home free. Ugh. I don't move. I just keep staring at it. Like, it'll start twitching or something, and I'll hear his voice ask me what I'm doing. It's just so still, like a rock. Empty. Reminds me of the upside-down cockroaches that I find in the garage all the time. Just empty husks that once contained life, and now just a shell. I'm overcome with the notion that I really, really don't want to die. Eventually, without even realizing it, I manage to get my legs working again. I grasp the foot. I pull it down the slope. It doesn't bend like I thought it would. Each movement of the joints kind of crackles with this horrible sound. I try to think of anything else just to keep myself from throwing up. Gourmet salads, fishing trips, barbecues, my friends, what adult otters taste like. God damn it. The husk falls into the makeshift grave. For the first time, I see his eyes. He's looking right at me. Right at me. I always thought that looking at a dead person's eyes would be like seeing someone who is looking through you. But no, it's like he's focused on me.
Fuck! Are you?
I look down at Sydney's dad expectantly. No response. One of his arms is sticking up, frozen in rigor. It's too tall. It could stick out of the topsoil blew away. I take a deep breath and step down on it. Oh no.
Oh.
It crunches like a bunch of dry twigs. I jolt back.
Fuck!
I scurry back up the hill, grabbing the rifle, the shell casing, and the dead duck for good measure. I toss it all into the pit before feverishly covering it all up with dirt. It's at that point I notice Sydney standing nearby, clutching onto a tree like he's afraid he'll blow away. His brown cheek fur is matted with tears, and he wrings his heavy tail like a wet cloth. I make sure to cover the face as fast as possible, though I still think Sydney saw it, especially how its eyes shifted to him. I wonder if he thought the eyes were looking at him, too. I scoop the last full mound of dirt on top, wiping the blood off on my jacket. I'm panting. Suddenly looks from the grave to me. He opens his mouth, pauses, then quietly mutters. Thanks, Flynn. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
A nod for some reason. I managed to look him straight in the eyes this time.
Where do we go from here?
Something happens. It's something on his face. It's like he's not himself. We'll be okay. We're tough. None of this matters. The van jostles and teeters as it careens down the dirt road before the turnoff to Wilma Bend. All this bumping and speeding is making my head hurt something fierce all of a sudden. Leo, slow down! The Red Wolf keeps looking over his shoulder as he drives, as if he's afraid he'll see Clint sprinting behind us. You imagine they're like just gunning it, and Clint is somehow catching up with him. He's just got like that meth head speed going. It's like
I'm just imagining it'd be like I can kind of imagine it in my mind's eye, but it's kind of like a John Wick style thing where the Clint's just like sprinting. And Leo's just like, fuck, how's he catching up? I'm going 60, how's he catching up?
It's just that meme. It's like Saitama chasing after somebody and they're driving a truck.
That's probably what it is,
just
Saitama.
It's like, oh!
Just completely high.
Ow!
And he's still singing. No, it's Clint, but he's still singing hymns. He's like from EverQuest. He's a bard.
Yeah, that's how he's going so fast. He's singing and running full tilt at the same time.
He's singing things like Clifford's Hymn of Speed or something like that.
He gets up next to the driver's side of the van. He's like, hallelujah, motherfuckers!
Bam!
The van jostles and teeters as it careens down the dirt road before the turnoff to Wilma Bend. All this bumping and speeding is making my head hurt something fierce all of a sudden. Leo, slow down! Red Wolf keeps looking over his shoulder as he drives, as if afraid he'll see Clint sprinting behind us, just speeding up right behind the car.
Just ready. It's just like some crazy was it like a 19? Oh yeah, actually, it would be like a 1915 kind of video where they just have like the guys just doing like an anime style, like a Naruto run, and just speeding up on the van, just like, dead set staring at Leo to the passenger side or side view mirror. It's just, dun, 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 dun. And Leo's like, oh shit! Oh no! I saw one that was for Breaking Bad. It was basically spoilers for. I'll try not to spoil it too much. There's a certain scene where Gus is facing off with someone, and he screams. And in this video, he takes off like a rocket, and it has the music for Sans fight in Undertale play, and then Gus just kind of basically turns into a missile. He starts flying towards Walter's house. It's that scene where Walter's by his pool, and he jumps up out of his seat. He's like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" And it just shows Gus just zooms in on his face. He's like staring straight at Walt, and then Gus finally comes into the scene, and you hear Walter scream, and then there's an explosion. As Gus just comes in like a missile.
Sounds good.
That was fun. Okay.
Turn up here.
Your place?
Yeah, it's closest.
I can't believe we left Chus behind.
I told you. He bolted out the back door first chance he got.
I didn't know City Hall had a back door.
There's a silence for a moment. I say nothing.
I've never seen him get like that before. Who? Clint or Chase? Shut up, Flynn. Fuck you.
I feel a pinch on the back of my neck, Jenna having grasped me hard. Enough! I'm serious! I reel forward, managing to wriggle free.
Okay.
Leo just snarls like a feral tit-dirt he is. Despite all his raging earlier against the machine, Leo actually looks a bit conflicted. Leo pulls up and... Leo pulls
Despite
up.
all my rage.
I'm just a Leo in a cage. Leo pulls up into the driveway, and as the van stops, he's already out, storming his way to the door.
I need to piss. It's locked!
Leo kicks open the door and has no problem. Leo turns
Screams,
the front door.
this is Sparta. This is Sparta!
Leo turns the front door handle and, to my surprise, it opens up and steps right in.
Or not.
I step outside, stretching my limbs. There's not much room in Leo's mommy missile for someone like me. My mind is still buzzing, trying to comprehend everything that just happened. Chase, that fucker. To think I'd been fantasizing about him non-stop for the past goddamn week, like a horny 14-year-old. He sabotaged the whole thing, making me look like some sort of calculating sadistic rapist. And no one else noticed when his face changed. Every time. TJ and Jenna passed along beside me, both looking a mix of wary and exhausted. I wonder how much of his shit they believed. They're so gullible to bullshit coming from a whimpering face, after all. Carl follows suit, clutching his phone in his paws, but not looking at it. Maybe not all of them, though. I shut the car door and head in. I enter and the dry heat feels so good on my scales. Let out a big sigh, taking a moment to just not think for a while and ignore the stares in my direction. Flynn? The moment lasts less than 5 seconds before Jenna interrupts.
Yeah?
Do you have a landline? We're trying to dial the sheriff, but none of us can get any reception on our phones. It shows bars every now and again, but then drops shortly after they appear.
Do I look like I'm 40? Nobody has landlines these days.
So, since Chase is pretty much gone, did you want to take one of the other guys? You have Jenna. Did you want to take Carl or Leo or TJ? You want to do TJ? Okay, and I can continue.
Yeah, otherwise you'll just be doing literally all of them, and I'll just be doing voiceover. Except the voiceover is coming from...
Now it's coming from Flynn.
Yeah, from Flynn. Anyway, go for it, Carl.
Okay.
You kinda do. I mean, from the back.
I resist the urge to ask how, instead. I resist the urge to ask how, instead letting out a quick huff of air.
Let me check mine.
I reach into my pocket. After taking out my phone, I notice the signal bars on the top right are fluctuating wildly, almost blinking. I try to call 911, but nothing goes through.
You know what? You could sound like
Sounds like Metal Gear.
I was thinking you could sound like you could try to go for Merrick from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged?
I don't remember Merrick from Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. It's been like almost 2 decades since we saw any of that.
Oh, come on, Yuki. Do you really think I care?
I think I'm just gonna do Solid Snake.
What? Solid Snake? Okay, that sounds good.
Blood is way more badass than he thinks all of a sudden. Of course, then Jenna's gonna turn out to be Bellis, so then she's just gonna beat the shit out of him on a daily basis.
I think she pretty much could beat his ass, honestly.
Shit.
Not working for you either. I tossed my phone on the kitchen island.
I'll just get my repeater.
And now the very fact that he's like a hunter and he's got guns, it just makes it all the better.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
You're-
Metal Gear. Metal Gear Flynn.
You're what? Flynn, seriously? Are you planning on turning this into some kind of Wild West shootout?
This is not the time for one of your urban-ass anti-gun lectures. This is my house.
Jenna starts up a rebuttal, but I'm already gone. I head down the hallway to the storage closet, opening it and reaching up to the top shelf. I don't have any small kids to worry about, so I always leave this one loaded, just in case. I hear some shuffling behind me. Looking over my shoulder, there's some movement going on in Daxton's room. Ordinarily, I'd give him and his private space a wide-ass berth, so that he'll do the same. But under the circumstances,